Hi, Innocent.
Hi.
Thank you for coming. I have a couple of questions I want to ask you.
Yes.
Global health seems to be in the news more and more in recent years. Talk about what global health is and why it is important to pay attention to it.
Thank you for this time. So, global health is a study or a research and the practice of maintaining or stabilizing and stabilizing as well as improving the health of people worldwide. So it is very important to pay attention on it because for better preventing people to be spreading the disease all over the world.
Thank you so much. Disease come to us in different way. Explain the difference between communicable and non-communicable disease.
Yes, thank you. One as communicable, that's what I mean. Communicable refer to like transmit a message from you to me, and so when it comes to disease, it's like have are those diseases that require any transmission urgent so that people can be infected. So differ from non-communicable disease where it is are those diseases that you can stay with and you cannot be spread it to another one. So you are there with your case, and you can that those like heart disease, you can't infect others heart disease. That is your illness that you'll be having. But when it comes to communicable disease like malaria is caused by most mosquitoes, and HIV is caused by transmission of blood. Those transmission are what the reason why it's called communicable disease.
Thank you. Let's talk about Ebola, since I'm sure most of the viewers have heard a lot about that. What is it, and is it communicable or non-communicable, and how people get it?
Yeah, thank you. Ebola is a communicable disease since it requires the transmission from people to another, and through, for instance, it like getting through blood and other body fluids. So reason why it is called a non-communicable disease because it's require a transmission agent to be infected to another person.
Okay. So what would raise the person's risk of getting Ebola?
The most thing that would raise a person's for getting Ebola is likes to travel in the country that Ebola has been released. So people are risky to be affected by Ebola once he's keeping traveling in that country.
So to prevent at least lessen the chance of Ebola, what should people do?
So first, we have to limit or to restrict people to keep traveling in the country where Ebola is released, as well as washing hands frequently, avoid follow infection control procedures. So those can reduce the risk of getting Ebola.
Yeah. Outbreak such as the related to Ebola can generate a lot of rumors and misinformation and even panic about what the disease is. How is it transmitted and how likely people are to get it, and talk about the need for education people about facts and versus myths.
Yeah, surely. Where the country where, for instance, recently in previous year, the Ebola outbreak we get it in Western Africa, and some of the people keep spreading information saying the whole Africa has been attacked by Ebola.
Yeah.
So the fact is differ from myth because fact requires a scientific evidence to be proven. People are carrying out the research and then says this estimation, this statistical number of the people who are just contaminated. Those are the facts. But when it comes to myths are like myth is the expressions or the feelings of someone, the way I feel things, the way I express it. So those feelings without analysis are what we call myth. Yeah.
How about the complication that Ebola raises of our rights of travelers and the responsibility of government? Kachi Hawks, for example, and us from Maine who returned to state following trip to West Africa in fall of 2014, promptly had quarantined related restriction trust upon her restriction that she was very much against. Briefly describe the difficulty and the balance of the balancing individual right and governmental responsibility.
Yeah, actually, people are free to enjoy their rights and even to enjoy the rights of moving. But when it comes, government is there
Yeah.
to guarantee the right of each citizens. But when it comes to protection, government can violate your rights to prevent or to your individual right to prevent the big number of the people. So I think this case of she complains her right when the government didn't allow her to travel in the country where Ebola has been lazy. In that case, government was there to prevent or to let her enjoying her better life, and the government violated her rights. So the government is there to intervene in or to can violate your rights to prevent the whole number. Because once you're affected, you return to the country, you can risk to infect many people.
Yeah. So let's talk about smoking in tobacco use, which is considered as a big world health problem and lies similar issues to Ebola in terms of right and responsibilities. Just about everyone knows that smoking harm health.
Yeah.
What does it do to the body?
Actually, this is a big case that in the worldwide,
Yeah.
and people don't think that smoking is unhealthy.
Yeah.
So, smoking affects the body organs as well as the system which cause disease.
Yeah.
So, like smoking, for instance, smoke tight bodies and reduce bones density, cause disease like pulmonary disease, heart disease, cancer. So for this, government intervened and put some restriction, and people began to say that government violate their rights, which is not good. So government is there to see what can be better to our health. Reason why this is a serious question, a serious matter in the world. People should reduce it, and the government should even be strict in this law of limiting people to smoke.
Yeah. So what about second-hand smoke? Explain what is it and how it affects people.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin. Second-hand smoking means the mixture of smokes from different areas, such as banned tobaccos and side stream and others. Mostly affect people once you used to say aside with the people who used to smoke. For instance, we can either be in the same room and you used to smoke, and because me, I think that I didn't smoke,
Yeah.
and I feel that it will not affect me. But that streams that you always produced,
Yeah.
it affect me. Reason why they call it second-hand smoking.
Yeah.
You didn't smoke, but you are affected by those streams from the smokers.
So people don't typically think of tobacco as drug of heroin and cocaine.
Yeah.
But the addiction it's created is strong. And should we think tobacco as a form of subsistence abuse?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
We should think that because tobacco it's led to negative health consequences. Again, tobacco, as you know, tobacco contains nicotine, and this nicotine harms our brain, reduce the capacity of thinking. So reason why you should think about this and keep it, and government should take it under their consideration, because this is a serious question or serious matter in the world.
Thank you so much, Innocent, for your time.
Thank you too.